Welcome. Whoa. Let's see if we can get that out of there. Welcome, everyone. How's it going? It's Abdallah here. Hello. Hi. Welcome back to another Animal Crossing tips and tricks tutorial video. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad that you guys are here. How's PAX going for you all? Yeah? Great, good to hear. We've got a lot of Animal Crossing that we're going to be covering today, and I hope that some of you guys brought your Nintendo Switch with your islands available, yeah? Some of you did? Okay, great. We got some island tours and a whole bunch of things all scheduled out. So, that being said, I'm going to introduce all of us here, or I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. My name's Abdallah. I'm a YouTube content creator. Some of you guys may know me with some Animal Crossing tips and tricks tutorial videos, and just overall Nintendo. So let's pass it on over to Amanda here.
Hi guys, I'm Amanda Van Heil, and I am with Zelda Universe, and I'm a longtime Nintendo fan as well, and I'm a Twitch streamer, and I host Zelda News at Zelda Universe, and host the Shine Sparkers podcast.
And hi, I'm Sam, or NintendoFanGirl. I'm also a Nintendo content creator, YouTuber, Twitch streamer, and general Animal Crossing lover.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. Okay, well, welcome to our panel. We've got our notes over here on screen there, so we're just going to jump right into this. So thanks so much for coming. This is our agenda of what we're going to be talking about today. The panel is about the past, the present, and the future of Animal Crossing. I know a lot of you guys are here for Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's one of your first steps. But there's a lot of games that have happened in the entire franchise that we wanted to touch base with and really pay homage to. Other than that, we do have some really fun trivia. We've got some prizes. I don't know if you guys can see, but right over here, courtesy of Sam, bringing some really awesome and exclusive gear. And no, the trophy is not a prize. You can't have that. Anyway, so there's some really fun stuff. So start racking your brain and thinking of some different trivia answers that might come up. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about the present in Animal Crossing right now. What is happening in the world of Animal Crossing? Of course, we're going to then jump into the future. What do we think is going to happen with the next installment? Are we ever going to get more updates for Animal Crossing New Horizons? Are we going to get bulk crafting? No?
That'd be nice.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Don't hold your breath. But of course, and then at the very end, once we're done talking to you guys about Animal Crossing in general, we're going to grab some audience members. We're going to take your island. We're going to dock it up to our Nintendo Switch over here. We're going to do a live island tour, and you get to show off all of your awesome design aesthetics. So overall, excited to see you. And those of you guys that don't have your game right now, you can get some inspiration from some people that are here live in our awesome audience, which, by the way, I think you guys are all sleeping. Hello? Let's see some energy. Let's go, Animal Crossing.
Woohoo! Animal Crossing!
Ah, there we go. Let's go. That was really good. That was really good. I like that. But I think you guys can do a little bit better. Let's go one more time through the roof. There we go. That's it. That's so fun. Okay. Awesome. You guys can say hi Twitch and hi YouTube, all that stuff. Say hi. Anyway. All right. Well, let's get started. We're going to talk about the past over here of Animal Crossing. This is going to be a real fun one because Animal Crossing was one of my first games that I played on GameCube. It was so fun. Outside of like Luigi's Mansion, I loved this game back in the day. But of course, as you know, we got to start off with something really, really exciting. So we got some trivia happening over here. Okay, why don't we, Sam, why don't you go ahead and tell us.
The first prize?
Yeah, what our first prize is. Okay, let's give a round of applause for Sam here.
Yay, Sam! Woo, Sam!
Okay, our first prize. Dun, dun, dun. Why don't you tell us? What do we have?
So we have an Animal Crossing journal featuring many cat villagers from the series,
Ooh.
as well as an exclusive little sticker sheet from ColourPop.
Ooh. Ah, okay, so we're going to start this off real well. Okay, so this one. So we're thinking about the past, right? So Animal Crossing, the question is, and this is going to go to the first person who raises your hand, okay? And then we're going to invite you to the mic. I believe all those mics are hot right now, so feel free to jump to any of those mics once we call you after you raise your hand. Got it? Good? Yay? Okay, great, cool, awesome. So starting off, here we go. The first question is, which Nintendo console was the first game in the Animal Crossing series on? Amanda, what did you see?
Saw your hand go up first.
Okay, so go on down to the mic. Let's get a drum roll. Okay, so maybe not. We'll bring the mic to you.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe not.
Got
You
it.
have crutches, that's okay. There, look at that.
Perfect.
Round of applause for that guy.
Thank you.
Way to go, that guy.
The N64.
The Nintendo 64. Okay, good job. That's correct. Do you want to hand her the prize?
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, good job on that one. So yeah, that was exactly it. Dobutsu no Mori was the first game in the franchise on Nintendo 64, Japan exclusive, of course called Animal Forest. But of course, outside of that, we got the game Animal Crossing Population Growing on Nintendo GameCube. How many guys, show of hands? That was your first Animal Crossing? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a lot of you guys. That's great. I love hearing that. It's definitely one of my favorites, too. It was one of those games where you just got dropped off after the train station, and you really had to just start your own life. You met Tom Nook. He was so generous. He still is so generous. He's a hero. He's absolutely a hero. Hey, wait a second.
I mean, he doesn't make you pay any interest on anything.
No.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to pay that loan off. What a good guy. Free rent? Like, I'm down. Anyway, so yeah, what else did you guys like about that?
So Animal Crossing, this is going to make me sound pathetic, but I'm okay with that. I had to move a lot while I was in high school. And so when Animal Crossing came out, I was 16 and I literally had 0 friends. And because had just moved and I was homeschooled, so I definitely didn't know anybody. My only friends were the characters in Animal Crossing for like a solid year. So like I loved Animal Crossing. It was like my one way of like feeling like I was socializing with somebody. So like it definitely it's a very important game to me for that reason.
That's fair. I think for me, Animal Crossing is the first game that had real-time life happening. And so it was really like the first game where I was like, I have to play this every day. Like there's no missing. And I did that for months and months, if not years.
Oh yeah, this game was pretty revolutionary if you think about it, right? Like GameCube is all about Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, like action platformers, and now it's like some kickback, easy vibe kind of game. It was really fun, and a lot of fundamentals that you guys are enjoying from New Horizons were really here, right? Mm-hmm. It was just so much fun. And you guys can see this is me playing the game, and the graphics are super blocky, and the roaches like actively dodge you if they're over there. Oh my gosh, it was just overall so fun. So what else did you guys think was new about the game and exciting about it?
Well, if you remember back when the original Animal Crossing came out, there was fossils were around, but it was much more inconvenient to get your fossils analyzed. So you actually had to mail them in to the museum, wait an entire day, real life day, and then you get them back the next day. So that was very exciting. You know, I loved that.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And another cool thing about it is it let you play NES games. And being
Yeah,
a
you guys
big
remember
NES
that, huh?
fan, you know, if you had, yeah.
That was good.
And so, you know, you had to have the Game Boy Advance to make it work. But, I mean, how many games let you play? It basically was like, how many games in one with all the NES games in it? I mean, you had, like, WarioWare, you had Balloon Fight. That's how a lot of people found out about, like, Punch-Out for the first time. I know that's how some people even learned about it. And so that was just really neat. And then just, like, getting to connect it and just finding a new way to play with it was a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, full-on Nintendo emulator within a game was just so revolutionary. Honestly, one of my favorite things was Mr. Rossetti.
Yeah.
The introduction of Mr. Rossetti. Some of you guys that have only played Animal Crossing New Horizons, you don't really know that character all that well, but this guy, oh my gosh, if you didn't save your game,
He was there.
He was there. As soon as you rebooted the game, he would give you a stern talking to, and it was just so hilarious. Any Rossetti fans? Am I the only one? Yes. I think he's got the most depth and character arcs, and he's just the best Animal Crossing character. Like, forget Isabelle, forget Tom Nook, Mr. Rossetti all day, man.
My favorite thing with Rossetti is, like, after you've reset it multiple times and not saved, at one point he flat out asks you to apologize, and you have to type out the words, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
So sorry,
And
Mr.
then he asks you if you were sincere about it.
Too good. Yeah, Animal Crossing GameCube was just so fun. It was a little weird because it was like a one-player game, right?
Yeah.
Sam, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, there was very, very little multiplayer at all. However, if you had 2 memory cards with 2 different islands or 2 different towns in the same GameCube, which was possible,
Yeah.
you could kind of visit another island. You couldn't visit with another person, but it was like the first little foray into multiplayer. It was better than nothing.
Yeah.
Not great, but
That's fun. That's something. A precursor, right?
Yeah.
They tried to do something. Anyway, you can see over here me playing literal balloon fight on Animal Crossing. So fun. All right, you guys ready for another trivia? Yeah? All right, wake up. I can't hear you. All right, what do we have for our next prize?
Our next prize, this is a Japan Lottery exclusive date book.
Ooh.
All right, and the question is, what is the name of Harriet's hair salon in the Animal Crossing Wild World?
Okay, Beanie over here. Want to make it to the mic? Or we got a... Hey, there we go. Look at that.
Shampoodle.
Very
Dan
good.
Poodle.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Look at that, great job. So this, oh man, that was so fun, the ability to customize your hair and do all of that fun stuff. So let's talk about the next Animal Crossing game, which is gonna be Wild World on Nintendo DS, dual screen. You got the top and bottom. This one was so good. I spent many hours on this one. One of the main features that really made this stand out was such early internet connection and connectivity. And I remember when I played this game, there was like a Wi-Fi adapter you had to plug into USB, and then you could play online with people. And I was like lurking on game FAQs, and people had like low turnip prices to buy, like really high turnip prices to sell. It was spectacular. There was a whole bunch of new characters, and just overall, one of the best early games, I would say so.
I think just the move to handheld was a big difference for the Animal Crossing franchise. Like, you could bring it with you literally anywhere. Also meant that you didn't have to like take days off from your town when you were going somewhere else. It meant you could bring it to school if you were that age. You could kind of play with friends, which was a good move.
Yeah, using the Wi-Fi made it way more convenient to be able to play with somebody, and especially with it being portable, you two could be sitting next to each other and can do kind of a multiplayer that way and visit each other's towns. And then the other way to do multiplayer, and you could have done this in the previous game, but this one is 4 people can live in one house rather than 4 separate houses that you could have done in the original Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and just overall, I loved it. It was one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
It was
I
a
spent so
really
much
good
time.
game.
It was a really big jump into the customization of your town. So
Yes.
it was the introduction to hybrid flowers, so you could do a little more with the colorations on your town. It was also the introduction to being able to place patterns on the ground, which was a big change in terms of what you could actually make your entire world look like. Still not quite at items yet, but it was getting there. And then the other thing is that you could customize the sky in Wild World with Celeste joining us.
Yeah, customizing the sky with constellations. Why didn't we get that in New Horizons?
That's what I want to know. I was waiting for
nice.
that to happen.
We had fireworks. We'll get to
Hey,
that.
customized fireworks. All right, I guess that's cool. Well, let's move on to our next little title over here. But of course, we have some more trivia. Who's here ready for some trivia? Yes? Yay? Yay? Okay. I think that was a little bit more energy. Sam, why don't you go ahead and tell us what we have?
So the prize right now that you're playing for is a Series 2 Animal Crossing Amiibo card pack.
Ooh.
Unopened.
Unopened. And you have to unbox it live in front of everyone on Twitch and YouTube.
Yep. All right, ready? Question. Which brand new communication peripheral was introduced with Animal Crossing City Folk?
Ooh.
I saw your hand pop up.
This guy? Okay, go for it.
There was a microphone that
There
you
was-
could use.
There was a. Do we know
We
the
need
name
the
of the
name.
microphone?
Ooh, no, I don't know that.
Ooh, are we taking that or are we choosing someone else?
I'll let you pick. Now you have to be the bad guy.
No, I have to be the bad guy, dang it. Okay, how about you guys split the cards? Okay, in the back in the blue shirt. Yes, you stand up. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, dropped his phone. No. Okay, here we go.
Oh. The peripheral was called the We Speak.
It was
Yeah,
called the We Speak. All right. Round of applause for We Speak. job. Way to go. We speak into the mic. Look at this thing. I recently bought Animal Crossing City Folk, and it came with a We Speak, and I'm like, oh, this is great. But like, the service has been discontinued, and it's like this useful piece of junk that I could not We Speak into it. No, it was bad. But the cool thing about City Folk was now you don't have to, use your touch screen in order to type out every single little word in order to talk to people that you're going to hang out with online. And that was really revolutionary for the time. So there we go. It's Animal Crossing City Folk on Nintendo Wii. Now this one, I feel, was honestly like a revamp of the DS version, and you could see a lot of similarities with it, honestly. They had a lot of brand new characters, but the main real revolutionary part about it was that they grouped all of these special characters and put them in a city that you can travel to on Captain's bus, which was super fun. So you can see Shampoodles over there, you can see all the shops, pretty much everything there. Gracie Grace, and even Mr. Rossetti's like surveillance center was there, which was so cool. Anyway, cool, super awesome game. What did you guys like about it?
So I like that it introduced us to Pave and Festival, because I just love Pave and I love Festival, and it's so much fun. And then with the Wi-Fi capabilities, you didn't have to be like next to one of your friends, or you didn't have to like go to their house and get their memory card or get them to mail it to you. Like, you could actually connect to somebody, which was really neat. And it also allowed like different special items to get added, like the Nintendo statues and things like that.
And I think it was really nice having that central area for the shops, because it didn't mean you had to wait for Gracie to show up once in a blue moon, or wait for Red to show up with his rare items. But to be honest, my favorite thing about City Folk was the music. I think City Folk has one of the more unique sounds to it, and so I love City Folk.
For sure. So, like, you guys know I'm a fan of Mr. Rossetti, right? Like, this is the coolest thing. You go into the city and there's like a small chance that like you can actually find Rossetti's reset center. You can meet his brother.
Oh,
so many
about that.
crazy
Like
things
Town
about that.
Animal.
It was just so random, and I don't even know how you even do that. But that's honestly one of my favorite things about City Folk, outside of like the We Speak that I never got to use, unfortunately. So anyway, cool game. Anything else you guys want to touch base on it? What's new about it compared to the other titles? I mean, the Roost is a building. That was kind of cool, rather than just being inside the museum. That was awesome. So anyway. Yeah. Anything else on that?
No, I think
I think that pretty much touches on everything. Oh, the DS, transferring
Yes.
the DS character.
So that was one of the really cool things. So with City Folk, when you're starting a new game, you had the option to go ahead and make your new character, or you could transfer your character from Wild World. So people who had just sunk hundreds of hours into Wild World had the option to bring just the face and the hair and the item catalog from
Ooh.
Wild World.
That's right.
You'd still have to start over with bells and your house and your items, but there's that.
Just the item catalog alone, I think, is worth it.
It is helpful.
I think that's really great. It's like a true sequel, if you think about it. Like, you bring all over your stuff over there. So you can see on screen over here, this is exactly what the city looked like, where pretty much everything was there and you can hang out. And instead of hoping that one day one of the characters will randomly show up walking on your island, they're all just in a row. They have their own shops and you could visit them at your will, which was so much fun. Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
All right, so, this is Animal Crossing New Leaf. Any first-time Animal Crossing New Leaf people? Yeah, okay, there we go, that's great. New Leaf was so good. I remember I started my YouTube channel out and I played Animal Crossing New Leaf. It was absolutely so much fun. This one was, instead of you being a brand new character to an island, you are now the mayor. You're the mayor of your entire island, and you have a very eager Isabel that doesn't sit behind a counter all day. She actually comes out and she helps you with public works projects and just overall celebrating things. And she's like really, really hands-on with making your entire island really great with enacting ordinances and public works projects and making benches. And honestly, this game was so good and the online connectivity was flawless. Seriously, one of the better titles in the entire franchise. What do you guys think?
It's actually my favorite Animal Crossing game. I was one of the very lucky people who got to play the American version of this, I think about a month before it released here.
Oh, nice.
And I played every waking day for that entire month so that I was ready when it came out, so people could street pass me and see my house and see how pretty it was. And I think that they just did so much more with the customization. There were so many new item sets with the public works projects, and it's my favorite in the series.
And it's really the game that started making Animal Crossing more of a mainstream title than like kind of a niche title. Because once we introduced Isabelle, like everybody just absolutely fell in love with her. And it also gave us a couple of new villager types. We got hamsters and we got deer, concluding my favorite deer. The deer are my favorite. They're so cute.
They're adorable.
Yeah, and then they took a page from Animal Crossing City Folk, and they had a main street, which was really fun. They had Club 101, where you can go and see KK Slider. You can see Dr. Shrunk for different emotes. All of the different shops were there. It was the best. And like you can see my character right now has a Mii mask, which is like your Mii that's on your Nintendo 3DS, and that's just so great. We didn't get that in Animal Crossing New Horizons at all. So that was one of my favorite things about
I could do
New
without
Leaf.
that one, but
Yeah, like why don't we have a Mii mask? I would love to do that.
And the Street Pass multiplayer function was really cool because you didn't have to like know the person. You could just go street past somebody and be able to see what their house looked like, and you could purchase items from them. So when somebody had like a rare item and you happened to street pass them, that gave you like the chance to buy it instead of
Yeah.
like have to hope it just showed up in your town one day.
And then we can't forget, eventually, we got the Happy Home designer, but that came at the same time as Welcome Amiibo with that very large update, which was years after launch. So it was somewhat surprising at the time, but that was the moment when we had at our disposal hundreds of villagers that we could invite to our town for the first time without jumping through hoops.
Yeah, and not to mention there were collaboration characters from The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, it was
Hello?
Amiibo compatible. So if like you had your Wolf Link Amiibo, you could scan it and then there's Wolf Link hanging out in your village.
I miss him.
I do too.
And there's also, there was lots of Nintendo items. So there was the fortune cookies that you could buy in the shop, and those had items from Metroid, Zelda, Mario, of course, and they were good items
Rayman.
that
Rayman
were
was there
worth
too.
putting around your house.
Yeah, and there's like a little showcase. I love the thing about Blather's museum. He would rent out some space upstairs, and you can make themed rooms with whatever you want. It's like extra space to display your stuff outside of just fish, bugs, and fossils. Honestly, this, like when you're comparing Animal Crossing New Horizons to New Leaf, there's just so many things in New Leaf that it's just done better. And I don't know, it's maybe an unpopular opinion, but I agree that New Leaf is a better game fundamentally. So what do you guys think? New Leaf better than New Horizons? Yay? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the opposite? New Horizons better than New Leaf? Crickets. Maybe they haven't played both. I don't know. But yeah, New Leaf was just chef's kiss.
New
Done.
Leaf was so good.
Yep,
Best game.
agreed.
Best game. I like the megaphone. Do you guys like the megaphone? That was a cool little item.
Oh, I had forgotten about the
think I used the
megaphone.
megaphone.
So like, oh my gosh, it's so great. Like in Animal Crossing New Horizons, sometimes you're looking for a specific villager,
Oh,
right?
Lordy.
Right.
And you're like, where are you? I don't want to go to the museum in the third fossil exhibit just to find you and give you your present or interact with you for today. So like, what you could do with the Nintendo 3DS and the megaphone is you can actually hold the megaphone and say, I don't know,
Hello.
Bob, where are you? And then like Bob's little thought bubble would come up. I'm over here. And then like you can go walk to him. So good.
That was so convenient.
So good. Love that. Anyway, super fun. Okay, here's an obscure title. Anyone play this one? Animal Crossing Plaza? Like 2 people. Great. Hey, you know what? I'm in the same boat. I think I downloaded it as soon as it came out and didn't really do anything with it. So I'll give you guys a quick overview. It's a little side game, more of like a communications. How many of you guys remember Miiverse? Miiverse? Okay, great. Yeah, Miiverse is like a digital message board that's sponsored by Nintendo. You can write messages to other people. You can click on other people's names. You can see a whole bunch of stuff. But this was an Animal Crossing version of Miiverse. So what you could essentially do is you can put your dream address on there. You can put like a QR code of a pattern, and people can scan it with the 3DS. It was like really, really early. And you can also see just hundreds of Animal Crossing villagers just in this weird nondescript plaza. And you could, I don't know, poke them and see what they have to say.
Yeah, so it did coordinate with New Leaf essentially. So one of the nice features is that you could post screenshots from your 3DS to the message board, to the Miiverse, and it would show up for your friends in their plaza or for yourself in your plaza. You could also kind of drill down into some of the villagers, so you could get an idea of their birthday or favorite them, or you could write posts that were like specifically intended to be a message related to that villager, so that people could go and be like, oh, NintendoFanGirl's favorite villager is Bob because she posted on Bob's message board 500 times. That makes sense.
Hi, Bob.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Did you guys see Mr. Assetti walking around? Hello? He's right over there. How dare you?
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a really obscure thing. It was really only around for like a year, and then they just discontinued it because, I don't know, people didn't
Well,
want to.
Miiverse was gone, so
Yeah,
there wasn't.
Miiverse is gone. Adios. Goodbye. See ya.
And it was like rumored that there was going to be an Animal Crossing on the Wii U due to the new renders, but that just never happened. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I remember when it came out. I was like, that's it. Animal Crossing on the Wii U. Proof.
Okay, cool.
And here
Let's
we are.
continue. What is this? Ooh, Happy Home Designer? Yeah. Hello? Yeah, there we go. We got some people. We got some love for this game. You guys you like the tie bar, right? Tie bar looks really sharp. That's what you guys are plotting, right? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So Animal Crossing, Happy Home Designer, think of an entire catalog that you don't have to go around an entire island and like picking up and finding and, popping balloons. You have everything at your fingertips in order to build really awesome houses. And there's a really awesome grid-based design that you can like snap things into place and just overall have a fun time just designing whatever you want, and these people, or these little Animal Crossing villagers, will absolutely love whatever you do. They'll only ask for like, okay, well, here's my favorite stuffed toy, and here's my other favorite item. Make sure you include that into it. So you'll see over here that it's brand new. You can actually design on the outside of a house, right? That's so fun, and you can just pick and do any of this stuff. You don't have to plant a coconut and then water it or wait like 5 days for it to grow. No, you have full reign over just designing everything. It's all at your fingertips. And then you also get to work with Lottie, which was a brand new NPC. So super fun. Definitely one of my favorite games. I love the designing aspect.
Between the like expanded design features and having the touch pad on the 3DS, I think it just made being able to create the houses exactly as you want them, especially because it was really design focused, obviously. It just made it so much easier to really drill down with the furniture sets you wanted and do exactly what you wanted that you couldn't really do with like the half spaces and whatnot in earlier games.
It also gave us Amiibo compatibility and functionality, and it launched the beginning of Amiibo cards, which have been in little blind packs like we saw earlier.
There's another.
And those are now crazy in demand. And then there's also a little bit more customizability. You could change the skin tone of your character without having to just go to the island and get a tan.
Super fun. Yeah, you had access to like all the gyroids. Anyone fan of gyroids out here? Yeah. There we go. Dude, gyroids were so much fun. You had all the artwork. You didn't have to go around collecting it from Crazy Red. Everything was just there for you. And just overall, definitely one of my favorite games. And I'm so glad that they did a remake or a reboot in the newer generation. So super fun. Okay, that was a lot of talking. I think we need a trivia break. What do you guys think? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Ooh, okay.
We have another Animal Crossing Series 2 Amiibo card pack.
Ooh. Okay, cool. What's the question? You can say it.
Oh, okay. So, related to Amiibo, which two Amiibo came with the Wii U game? Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Yeah, right here.
Yes.
Yep.
Very
Vicky
good.
and Isabel. Yes.
Come get
Okay,
your
good job.
prize, sir.
Cool. Your favorite game, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Show of hands. Yes. Wow, Digby and Isabel. These two Amiibo came bundled into the box. I think there were like 2 people that liked this game in the audience over here. Seems legit. This is a terrible game. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, so for those of you guys that are unacquainted with Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, it's a Mario Party meets Animal Crossing. Yeah, it's a board game. There's mini games, a lot of luck-based stuff. So if you're like me and you're super competitive about all the skill-based mini games in Mario Party, you're gonna have a bad time with this one. Because some events will just rob you of all of your bells and happiness points, and then it's just like, why did I play this game? Outside of getting a Digby amiibo, because I love Digby.
Which is fair. That's a good argument.
Yeah, it's one that I never played, just because I saw him going, I get really angry when I play Mario Party. I don't want to get angry at Animal Crossing.
I mean, I enjoyed this game. I think it is really cute. And one of the things is, back when this game was announced was when a lot of people were waiting for Animal Crossing Wii U to be announced. And so I think there was a lot of disappointment that was felt, and maybe some of it spilled over into the reception of the game in general. But it did a really good job of pulling kind of the Animal Crossing vibe in. The music was really good, the sound effects were there, and it looked really nice. So I liked it for what it was.
Sure.
I mean, if anything, just giving us the Amiibo compatibility, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember this was on like a clearance shelf for like $2. They couldn't even give these away, man. It was so
With the 2 Amiibo.
With
It was
the-
a
there
good
you go.
deal.
$1 a piece, I'm in. All right, so that brings us now to Animal Crossing New Horizons, yeah? Yay, yay, there we go. Super fun. Or we're actually gonna talk about Pocket Camp, sorry. Hey, it's the game that's actually making money for Nintendo. So this game rakes in over $2 million a month in microtransactions. So you're probably wondering, hey, wait a second, why aren't we getting all these updates? Like, why don't I get some new stuff? Because like, there's no money in it. They've already gotten your $60 for the game, and they're not gonna do it. But Animal Crossing Pocket Camp for mobile, who plays that? Yes.
Haven't played it in a long time, but I loved it.
It was really fun way back in the beginning. Microtransactions, sure. Fortune cookies, I'm in. Take my money. So anyway, talk to me about that.
So it did such a good job of just capturing the charm of Animal Crossing especially because it had been so long since New Leaf had come out and everybody was kind of itching for a new Animal Crossing, and this was a really good way to kind of tide us over until how long it was until we got New Horizons. I just blanked on what it was. It was a nice way to tide us over between now and between the two. And it just, between the music and the characters and the sound effects, it just really did a great job with that. And then I liked how the furniture that you could, or the amenities rather, was interactive with the animals, so you could see them like swinging on things. And it was just so cute.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you spent money on this game. Yeah, it's not surprising. They actually have a couple really good monthly subscription services that I also pay for. It's just one of those games that is really easy to pick up. It's got lots of good stuff to look at, and they do continually update it with a lot of good stuff. The other thing is the lottery tickets, not lottery tickets, the fortune cookies. They can be found without paying money, so there are a lot of people who do play it without paying. And I will mention, if anybody in here is kind of low on platinum coins for Nintendo, you can get them through that game weekly.
Ooh, maybe I should re-download
Your
it.
free stuff.
I love Pocket Camp. What did I like most about that? The trailer. Like, didn't you get a camper and you had to like pay it off?
Yep.
And I remember like I paid the final loan and I didn't get anything for it.
Well, so you've got your camper to decorate, but they've actually since then updated, so you have a cabin as well.
Whoa.
Downstairs and an upstairs. Yeah, there's a decent amount of stuff. So if you're one of the people who's played it for like the first month or 2 months after it came out and hasn't touched it since, when you download it, you're in for a surprise because there's a lot of stuff since then.
So this is definitely Nintendo's baby right now, and always will be because it's bringing in millions of dollars every month.
And it had just so many items that we don't have like in New Horizons. Some that I was really hoping we would have gotten, and because there are so many elements like that interactivity with the different things. You know, like in New Horizons where you get like a swimming pool, I was hoping that maybe you'd see the animals swimming in it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But like that doesn't happen, but they would utilize the different things outside on the different amenities in Pocket Camp, and that was just so neat and so cute just to see them just so happy like riding around on things or skateboarding.
Yeah, and it's not even just the items, because in Pocket Camp you can actually customize like the entire background, the ground, the sky. You can make some crazy things.
Cool. And I remember there was a Pokemon collaboration. Hello?
There was for
forgotten about
Let's
that.
Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Why don't we have a Pokemon collaboration Animal Crossing New Horizons?
That is a very good question.
Why don't we have that?
Yeah, Nintendo, why don't we have
You're
that?
Yeah, what the
Nintendo.
heck, man? Just because we're not paying you millions a month in microtransactions?
Probably
Anyway,
why. Yeah.
speaking of microtransactions, here's one. It'll cost you $2. Okay, anyway, next up, trivia. You guys ready? Let's hear some hype. Okay. You're definitely going to want that. Just saying, that's like rare. What is that?
All right, this is a Japanese lottery exclusive CJ hand towel.
A CJ hand towel, you say? Whoa. Please let me wipe my hand on that. All right, go for it.
All right, this is a two-part question. What are the names of the two new bug and fishing collecting NPCs, and what are the names of their counterparts from prior games?
Wow. Hands went straight down. Huh? Right up front here, yeah. Oh, that's a two-parter. So you have to answer four NPC names. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go.
So the bug collector from New Horizons is Flick. The fish collector in New Horizons is CJ.
Okay.
In past games, the bug collector was Nat, I believe. And then the fish collector was, I believe, Chip.
Correct.
Yep.
Whoa! Good job. Holy cow. That's good. Look at that family resemblance over there. Look at these guys. Yo, those teeth are huge, Chip.
I just love Flick's little plaid pants. They're so cute.
Yo, Nat. All right, and CJ, man, he's like a live streamer or something. I said, CJ, stop talking to me. Do not. Leave my island. I did my fishing tournament once. I'm never going to do it again. Okay, now some real hype for your favorite game. Yeah, New Horizons. Yay. So this is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh, look who it is. Hi.
What's funny, it's both of us. You see that?
Yeah, wait, it's both of us? Whoa, hey, that's me.
Yeah. I went to pull a video and I was like, oh, Abdallah's in this. Okay.
Cool. Anyway, this is Animal Crossing New Horizons, the newest iteration of the game where they take a whole bunch of ideas and everything from the previous games and kind of put it all into one and like slowly trickle out updates so that we can really enjoy it for what it was. You can do terraforming, you can do all sorts of different tier building. It's like a literal split second to fly over to another person's island. Like literally you blink your eye and it's there. It doesn't take like 5 minutes through Orville and Wilbur
Definitely
and,
not. No.
and
so
like
fast.
clicking on the wrong thing and you gotta go back to the menu and talk to them. That doesn't ever happen. Right? Anyway, no, this game is super fun and they've taken a lot of the previous holidays and expanded on them. I really enjoy the fact that they're adding in a lot more culture into all the different items, the seasonal items, like for Chinese New Year's, Japanese New Year's, European holidays, all that stuff is just really fun, and it hasn't necessarily been done in previous games.
It's
There's
really
just
neat
so
because
much
like
there.
I've learned about holidays that I didn't even know existed from like other cultures. So
Right.
it's like I'm actually learning things playing this. This is great.
Oh, absolutely. So mainstream. And the beauty about this game is it happened right before all of the pandemic. So while we were at home, being safe and not being exposed to that, a lot of us really just sunk in time into Animal Crossing New Horizons. So hands up if that was you guys, yeah? Pretty much everyone in the room, absolutely.
Working from home.
Yeah, work from home. You're working on your Animal Crossing home
Yes, correct.
while being at home. It's a beautiful thing, for sure.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever actually got to play Animal Crossing with somebody. And I just remember like 8 of us all together and I like just had tears welling up. I've never gotten to play Animal Crossing with friends before. This is amazing.
Yeah, I think the multiplayer was really well done.
Yeah.
Being able to have literally 8 people, I would have expected maybe 4, but being able to have 8 people together, and it really wasn't an issue in terms of, at least for me, in terms of disconnecting or anything like that. People could chat, you could run around. There weren't like mini games like there had been on the island tours in New Leaf, but there was still, you could make your own mini games. It was okay.
And it also had like a different like different holidays and as far as like seasonal events, like Bunny Day, everybody, and
Yeah,
finding all
Bunny
those
Day.
eggs.
Hey, wait a second. Wait. Hold on. You guys don't like Bunny Day? You don't like Zipper Tea Bunny? Were there too many eggs? Oh my gosh. Okay, so funny story about that. When Bunny Day was the first holiday that was there, like everyone was so upset that there were too many eggs that Nintendo legitimately listened to that feedback and then adjusted the egg spawn rates. How crazy is that?
Yep.
Yep, I remember that.
And then they haven't listened to anything else.
But I gotta say, the eggs were like easy money if you like had like a ton of them. Just okay, fine, just sell all these eggs because they're showing
There
up.
are so many items that you can craft, like a little egg on your hat, like
I mean,
egg.
a cute little
crafting in
dress.
general, crafting was new.
Crafting was new. Tell us a little bit about crafting.
Crafting, and it was gathering and crafting. So I mean, right from the beginning of this game, it was really a crafting heavy game in terms of, gather the sticks, gather the fruit, and that was how you ended up eventually having your own home.
And you had to find like just the crafting like recipes or blueprints or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, the little recipes. And then later on, they came out with an awesome update where you can make food. You guys, fans of eating food? Yeah, food fans? Okay, great.
Getting to cook a sea bass finally, that was great.
Yeah, there we go, man.
And farming. I mean, there
Yeah.
was
farming.
plants, there were flowers before, but like it really did slowly turn into like a light farming sim.
Oh, yeah. That was so good. I remember there was an update where they finally gave us the ability to go into the ocean. You guys remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, and you get like deep sea creatures. Oh, that was so fun. I remember like one time I was live streaming and I tried to get every sea creature at once, and it took like 10 hours.
Yeah, that's.
So hard.
Sounds about right.
So hard. So
Yep.
fun. Anyway, best-
One of the really good things about New Horizons is that they folded in like all of the good stuff that we really liked about designing in Happy Home Designer, made it so much easier to design in your home, but of course outside as well, because this is the first time that we could place items outside.
that's
outside of
right.
Happy
We
Home
could do
Designer.
rugs outside, right?
Yeah.
No,
Wait, you couldn't?
No, we can't do rugs outside. That's not a thing. I don't know why, but
I don't know why I thought
that would be
you could.
nice. But
That would be nice.
You could do patterns and make them look like a rug.
that's right.
Okay.
And then you could kick them up when you accidentally press the B button.
No, this is the first game where you won't accidentally kick them up.
Yep.
Ooh.
It's much better.
I like poking fun at New Horizons because I'm such a New Leaf fanboy that like everything that New Leaf does, I would expect them to do it, if not better. But they haven't done that. But that's okay. It's still very
It's
dear
still
to my
very
heart.
good.
And it was also neat how you could get new villagers or islanders on your island because, originally in the first Animal Crossing game, like, it was just always random who left and who moved in. Like, you could just wake up one morning and your best animal friend had just moved, and you're like, whoa, well, great. And then some weirdo comes up that you're just like, why did you move in, and why did Stu leave?
Yeah.
And so now it's like you actually can pretty much choose who you want if you have like the right Amiibo card, or if you know somebody who's got their character in boxes.
Put them in boxes.
Or
Yeah.
if you have a ton of Nook Mile tickets and a ton of time to
Going.
do a ton of island tours, which
Yeah.
I know a lot of people did streams upon streams of that. So
Villager
shout out to
hunting.
you.
Oof.
I have sunk so many hours into like within Nook Miles tickets just looking for like a villager I like, and every single time I'm going, okay, I'm gonna go specifically for this one, and then I'll find somebody. I go, oh, you're cute. Okay, you're gonna
Good
move
enough.
with me.
I'll take it.
I'll take you.
Absolutely. Love that. Let's move on to our next one. Happy Home Paradise. Yes, best update. Oh man, this was the best update. I was so happy with this one because they took one of my favorite games, Happy Home Paradise, where you have access to all of the entire catalogs, and you just make different homes for all these different animals. And we got to see KK Slider in another form, a little spoilers. We got to just do absolutely everything. And yeah, it was just overall fun. It was just like literally a reboot of this 3DS game, just brought into here with all of the new updates. So fun.
Yeah, I think it was a really strong update, partially because it really did enhance the rest of the game. So many items that were available in this Happy Home Paradise really made their way back to my island, at least, because they were a lot better than some of the items that we had available. One thing I was clamoring for was just more furniture sets, and we got that. So that was nice, and we did get two new NPCs that I really like, Nico and Ordell. Both adorable. in their own way.
And it also gave like new decorating possibilities because you could do wall partitions, you could do the polishing effects, you could make everything all nice and shiny if you wanted. I like to sparkle up my grand piano, make it look really cute, add accent walls so that way it's not just the same thing all over. You can make it look interesting. It gave you just way more that you could do both on your own island and at the Happy Home Designer Island. And there were items that were specifically there that you couldn't get anywhere else, that you couldn't just get from Top Nook. You could you do your job and then find new things to buy there.
Yeah, just overall really fun. And it was part of that 2.0 update where everyone's been asking for more and more stuff. And Nintendo had like a huge drought of no updates. People were dropping the game. They didn't want to log in anymore. And then Nintendo said, fine, you know what? Here, boom. And they dropped literally everything, hundreds of different new items and new updates. Just overall really fun. So super good. Okay. Now we're going to play a game called Favorite Villagers. Yeah. All right, now I'm not going to poll every single one of you to ask you what your favorite villagers are, but what we did was we took 5 villagers that are very popular online, and we're going to play a little yelling voting game. It's going to be really fun. So we want to crown the most popular villager here at PAX within the next couple minutes. So here's what you have to do. I'm going to call out a villager's name, and you tell me, based on applause and cheering, if you like that villager. And then we'll do a little versus. It'll be really fun. Anyway, so let's start off with Raymond. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so we're going to do Raymond versus Bob. And I know that someone on our panelist group over here really loves Bob. I don't know who.
Who is it?
All right, so let's hear a round of applause for Bob. Wait a sec. Wait, was that louder than Raymond?
He's purple. Look at him.
Okay,
Look at his
I wanna-
cute shirt.
I want to hear Raymond one more time. Raymond. Dude, Bob though. Yeah, Bob?
I'm going to say
I think
Bob.
it was Bob. Yeah.
Okay, all right, well, Raymond's out. Goodbye.
Bye, Raven.
Bye-bye.
Wasn't expecting that.
I couldn't get him anyway, so.
Yeah, forget it.
Same.
Trophy Cat is gone. All right, so let's keep that idea about Bob. I kind of know the decibels. Let's hear it for Fauna. Are you kidding me? What?
That's pretty loud.
Bob is like the OG. And I guess Fauna is too. All right, let's hear it for Bob one more time. Okay, you got some people over here. All right, what do you guys think?
I think Fauna won.
And you think Fauna? It's like 2 favorites over here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty upset.
I mean, Fauna has a plushie, so that kind of puts her pretty high up on the list.
Okay, and then why do you think Bob should win?
Because he's adorable. So he's a lazy villager. And his catchphrase is like, "Pfft." That's his catchphrase.
All right. Okay, we're gonna go with Bob.
I'll take it.
Okay, let's hear it for the brand new villager, Cephalobot. That's weak. Are you kidding me? Dude.
Guess nobody likes
Okay, so
Cephalobot.
Bob versus Cephalobot?
Bob.
Bob? Bob? Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, so Cephalobot, no one likes. Got it.
Nobody
All right,
likes.
how about totally non-creepy clown Petro? What the? No way. Okay, no way. I don't believe that. All right, Bob gang.
Bob?
I don't think so. I think the clown wins it.
Oh,
Sorry. Why? I have literally no idea why, but sure, cool, go for it. All right, that was really fun. All right, here we go. We're gonna do another one of these, and then after this, we're gonna jump into some. We're gonna talk about a little bit more things that we wanted. We're kind of running out of time, and we did want to squeeze in an island tour. So we're gonna talk about our favorite KK tracks. Yeah, any of you guys listen to KK air checks on the regular?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, some of you guys. All right, whatever. Let's play a game called No One Pick Bubblegum KK. Let's play a game called No One Pick This Song, but we'll play it for you. Let's see if this works. All right, that's all you're getting. Okay, so we're gonna do Bubblegum KK. Go ahead and yell.
you gotta howl.
You got it? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's good. We'll let them do that. All right, so that was very loud. Okay, here is KK Love Song, the verses right here.
Nice little ballad.
That's
Not-
good.
not
It takes a
KK
little bit to
ballad,
get
but
into
a
it.
ballad.
Yeah, okay. I like the synth. Okay, so KK Love Song?
I love KK Love Song.
Really?
Love
Okay,
that.
that's gone. That's gone. Okay, hold on. Here's the contender that's going to take out Bubblegum. Just saying. You got to wait for the countdown. Tell me. No? Okay, KK Ryder, go. All right, Bubblegum, go. No.
Right. Bubblegum sounds like it's winning.
Let's hear KK Ryder again.
Please tell me.
It's really close.
I said I would walk off stage if KK Bubblegum won.
still have 2 songs left.
We got 2 more songs. So what are we saying? Bubblegum in?
I
Out?
think Bubblegum's in.
Okay, Bubblegum's in, dang it. All right, here we go. I got a contender that's going to beat Bubblegum. Watch. Yes, this one. I just want to leave that on. That's such a vibe. Okay, so disco, KK Disco. Yes, please. Yes. Thank you. All right, Bubblegum. I swear it. No way. Bubblegum. Okay, Bubblegum wins. All right, Rockin'
more try.
KK, last one. You have to. What? Okay, this is fun. Okay, yes. Rockin' KK, go. Oh, that's weak. All right, Bubblegum KK.
Bubblegum KK wins.
Okay, great, that was fun.
It's a classic. It's fine.
Why though?
It's
Why?
fun.
Bubblegum pop.
Okay, no more. Stop it.
They're all playing at once.
No more. Okay, we're gonna quickly touch base in about 3 or 4 minutes. We're gonna talk about the future of Animal Crossing. Whoa, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna go into outer space? What do you think? What's the next step?
I mean, I think there's just some things in New Horizons that I probably would have asked for is just like lots more furniture sets, like we talked about on the Pocket Camp, more interactivity with the outdoor furniture at least, and the villagers. That's what I'd be looking for.
I just kind of miss the really savage villagers from the original Animal Crossing who could just pretty much just tell you you're ugly, and it was really funny. And I kind of wish that would come back.
I think the next gimmick should totally be like a full-on city, like a city
Yeah.
builder. Not just like a bus that you take to the city, but like a full city, like Sim City, where you can kind of build some buildings way more than just 2
Maybe.
floors. I think that would be so cool. I think that's
Yeah.
the next evolution of that.
I mean, where are you going to go? We've had town, city, becoming the mayor of a town, owning your own island, and now, like, that's what's next, right? It's got to be a city.
Outside of going on the moon.
Outer space.
Yeah, like Mario Odyssey or something like that. Like, I think that's going to be definitely the thing that we're talking about. Anything else? I mean, outside of taking everything and copy pasting it in,
Bulk crafting.
bulk crafting for sure, like great. And pretty much all of our gripes that we have about Animal Crossing New Horizons, they just need to listen to that and then just adapt it in
Yeah,
there.
I'd love to get some of the multiplayer from the islands and New Leaf adapted into something like New Horizons, where you could actually put together these little mini games with your friends instead of just hanging around.
Yeah, okay. Well, we have about 5 minutes left of our panel, so it's time to do an island tour. You guys ready for some inspiration from people in the actual audience? Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. We are gonna do a show of how many hours you put into your game that you have with you right now and are willing to come on stage. So here we go. We're gonna start off with 500 hours into the game. Raise your hand and you're here and you're ready to go on stage. 500. We have these people over here. Let's go with 600. 700.
Can we give a quick PSA?
Yes.
It needs to be a dockable switch,
It needs to be a dockable switch.
not a switch light.
Okay, it's down to 2 people. Oh, 1,000. What? And one where? Okay, how many hours? 1,600. Can you beat 1,600? You can. 4,000? And wait, is your game with you here? Is it loaded up? I don't know. We got 4 minutes. You better get that loaded up. How many was that? 4,000? Can you beat 4,000? Oh, do you just leave that on? What do you do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, boot that thing up. And I'm not going to wait for Isabel to tell the morning announcements. All right, anyone else has... Okay, 4,000 is the number to beat. All right, here we go. Let's go, 4,000. Come on up. Give him a round of applause. Okay, good job. Let's see it. Good. And you're in. Get me out of here. Get me to your island. Throw that on. Yep, perfect. Cool. Boom. We're gonna dock
This
in.
is going to be a speed run?
Yeah, this will be a speed run for inspiration. Look at this.
Oh my god!
Dang. All right, let me see. Holy moly. Okay.
Also,
Actually,
today's Earth
you
Day,
need to come
so-
up here and tell us a little more. What the heck is this? I love this right now. Get over it. Take a mic. Take mic number 4. Come on over.
Come on down.
All right, so for starters, we have about 4 minutes to do this real awesome island tour. And again, thank you so much for watching and hanging out. We're gonna be right outside the stands over here, or right outside the stage. We're doing a meet and greet, so you guys can come over and say some greetings. Anyway, so why don't you tell us about, well, for starters, who are you and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Kuya Koi from the Kuya Koi channel. My name is Koi, and this is my island. It's the Little Mermaid.
Oh, talk a little louder so that we can hear you in the back.
So
tell us.
So there's 4 scenes that I had rebuilt in this island. One would be Atlantica, which is the main castle of the Little Mermaid, all gold and yellow. Please don't talk to Quinn.
Yeah, it looks good.
She's not ready yet.
Okay, I love this. I don't even know half these items over here. Look at all this underwater stuff.
Yep, and then if you can pan up, you can see the resident services is actually the Atlantica itself.
Oh, holy moly.
I used to have all 2.0 villagers, but now they're slowly,
Cycling through.
they're cycling.
Okay, they're cycling through. All right,
If you go
all right.
to the left, this is the prequel to the first Little Mermaid, which is Ariel's beginning. This
Okay.
is Sebastian's Jazz Club.
Sebastian's Jazz Club. All right, I like. Oh, the piano.
Yep.
Okay, moving on.
Go down.
Oh, going down.
Go down to the left.
Down to the left.
Stop trampling flowers.
Give me these flowers right now.
I know. How dare I?
Go. Get it. I'll send you the invoice. Don't worry. I'm doing you a service.
You can just pluck it.
I did it.
You can just pluck it.
That's true. Give me that. Give me that flower.
Savage.
Well, I like running through people's flowers when I visit towns.
Sure.
And then I send them an invoice in the mail. That's
Or a pitfall seed.
Yeah, that's it.
It's fine.
Okay,
so
carry
this is Ariel's grotto.
Okay.
So this is her treasure trove.
Oh, cute. I love the grass. How you're just throwing the grass and all the different moss over here.
And that's part of the 2.0 update.
And this
Yeah,
is also
2.0 update for sure. Okay.
You did a lot of work after the update.
Yes.
Look at that. I love this.
And then-
that's really cool. All right.
If you
carry on.
can run around, way to the back.
Yeah, to the back this way.
Run
Yep.
real fast.
Oh, I'm running. I got skates.
Do you have plans for future development?
Okay, carry on.
The villager houses.
Okay.
Yeah, the villager.
Oh no,
houses,
you
man.
run over. So if you go up those stairs,
Go up these stairs that lead to nowhere.
yep, and then set the camera.
Are you kidding me? What is that?
gosh.
How the heck? Dang.
Wait, what's your town song? Is it from The Little Mermaid?
That's really good. That's really good. Okay, give us. If we're gonna see one more thing on your island, what do we want? What do we want to see? Last thing.
Bottom left.
Bottom
So
left.
The island Toontown is under the sea.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Bottom left, all the way this.
Or bottom right, rather.
Bottom.
Because I know my directions.
That's okay.
So which is in front of my house. You actually already saw it.
All right. Fast
But,
travel.
you know, the icon, the legend herself,
The legend
Good to
herself.
see her.
Where?
one
going?
would say catering to those poor, unfortunate souls.
What do you mean? Where am I going? Up?
We are going to this section right here, which is Ursula's lair, the sea witch herself.
Oh my God.
Cool! All right. Round of applause. Round of applause. Good job. Good job. That was awesome. Thank you for that.
That was so cool. The Little
was
Mermaid's my
really
favorite.
good.
So I
It is my first Disney movie, so.
this is the first one I saw in theaters.
That was awesome. So guys, that was our Animal Crossing panel. Thank you so much for coming. If you guys want to do like some photo shoots, meet and greets, we'll be right outside over there. I've got some autographs. We could take some pictures. Have a great rest of PAX, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.